Carlos Verona, qué gran persona.
It's because of the camera. I teach him.
I didn't even see the camera.
I think my first contact with cycling was 2004 during La Vuelta a España. We had a stage close to my hometown, and in that moment I discovered the cycling world. No? I was impressed by how many cars were following the race, cyclists coming from so far just by themselves. I think the first thing I liked more was like the possibility to discover different places just with your bicycle. I mean, I started cycling at the age of 13 and I became pro at the age of 18. So in 5 years, everything was very quick. When I get into cycling, I realized that it could be my sport, because the other sports I did when I was younger, it was not really like, I was playing soccer for maybe 10 years and I only scored 1 goal. So that's for sure was not my sport.
Venga, venga, vamos.
Yeah, I didn't have any expectations, you know, like for me, like I told you, I was junior, and from one moment to another one, I was already in Mallorca with the riders that I used to watch on television. I was like, okay, open your eyes, train hard. I remember that winter I trained very hard. And like always, like my motto in life is like you have to make things happen. Like you cannot wait for the opportunities, and you have to try to do something for the opportunities arrive. Getting the opportunity to come to Movistar team was like, yeah, the team where I want to come, like is the home team. If I'm proud of something, is like I have found my place in cycling, my place in this team, and that's for me better than any victory. Yes, I think like the physical training is all the same for all the cyclists, no? I mean, okay, if you're a sprinter, for sure you have to do some specific stuff. If you're a climber, you have to do more climbing. But in general, we all train to be the best version of ourselves, no? And I think when you are a professional cyclist, it's very important to try to find your place, no? Because there are a lot of talented people. I think we are all very talented, but we are all also very different, no? So you have to try to find your spot and try to see where you can be more useful, what can you do better, no? I've been improving little by little, and last year at Dauphiné, I got one opportunity. For a helper, it's quite rare that I had the legs, I had the motivation, I had the opportunity, and I was very happy I could take my first professional victory, no? It was very nice, like have this picture, for me it's nice, and also like one step further in my confidence, no? I knew I was very good cyclist, but now I know also I can win races also sometimes, and that's also something that gives me some motivation for the next years that I have left in professional cycling.
Que acabem de fer puddinguetes.
Agafa la bici. Vale, pues porta la bici.
For me, like, since the moment I became father, when I'm home I'm quite busy, very busy. But also very happy, you know, like also since that moment I understand what's really important in life, you know. You put also cycling a little bit in perspective, because when you are a young rider, you just see cycling world, and you don't see anything else. When you have a bad race, it's like the end of the world. And now it's just a race, you know, like I do my best, I try to perform 200%. But if not, I know that when I get home, I have a family waiting for me, like my 3 children, my wife, and this makes me very happy. And more they grow, more they miss me. And my wife also, when I'm not at home, like it's very difficult to handle with 3 children alone. They miss me a lot, and I miss them a lot, but we are a team, and we know like we are in this together. When I'm away from home, I try to do my best to make every day count. Like for example, in this training camp, if I can train 2 hours more every day, I do it because I'm not at home, so I say, okay, I have to do it. And with Gravel, yeah, it was very nice because I had my team from home also in the races, and share those races and those experiences with my wife, my 3 children. was very nice. Like a little bit stressful, a lot of work. Like the day before the World Championships, like I didn't have my usual massage and relax. You know, like it's quite different, but very nice. Like I had very good time, and I want to do more of that. I don't think I could do a Tour de France with Verona's family, but I could do few gravel races with them. And I don't know if I could perform same level than Tour de France, but for sure I will do it well. For me, gravel is something new, no? Like at the end is to enjoy cycling in a different way, no? Sometimes when we are professional cyclists, we are really focused, everything is very important. There is sometimes no time for fun, no? It's like a serious job, especially in the Tour. I was doing all the races I could, or all the events I could in the last part of the season, and it has been very nice because the atmosphere, the people, like the ambience. This is what I did, and I really had like really good time on my gravel bike. I discovered Kenya back in 2019. I was there in a road trip with my wife, and we really like got impressed with of the country. You know, like the people was super friendly. They had a lot of less things that we have here, but they were still like always positive, smiling, happy. We say, okay, what can we do to improve the life conditions of these people that in the reality is like very hard. And yeah, for sure, like for me, cycling is my world, and I try to bring a little part of my world to Kenya. And we create Bikes for Masai. It's an association. We provide bicycles to the children in the schools. We start with the first one May 2021, and we are trying to raise funds to try to bring more bicycles there, because at the end, a bicycle can really change the life conditions there and makes things way easier. And it's very nice to see. Like I was there in November last year. We delivered the first bicycles in May. Anyone didn't know how to ride, and in November everybody knew how to ride. No, it was super nice. Like they were very happy. Also, the bicycles were in perfect conditions, and yeah, this is a big motivation to try to keep doing things to help them to have a easier life, because sometimes it's quite hard, and until you don't see it, you don't realize it.